Okay, hello, welcome to Moonor Tarot. I hope everyone's well today. This is going to be a general reading for the Divine Collective and the Collective for anything that you'd like to know, need to know, and want to know for yourself. It's going to be a weekly reading, so I'm just going to get straight into the reading, okay? Oh, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Cool. Hopefully you can hear me over the fan as well. It's just a hot day today. We've got Dirty Offer. So this card is giving me holding back. Okay, so there's been somebody that's been trying to hold you back. And this could be like one person in your life. This could be more than one. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you. But someone's trying to hold you back from being yourself. Okay, trying to hold you back from like they've been like doing devious attempts. Okay, to try and like make you think differently about people, places, and things that you're supposed to have in your life. Okay, and like you know this. I feel like you're starting to know this. Yeah, this card always gives me like this card's giving me like you're a good person. It's saying your light irritates their demons. So your light irritates their demons. So they're feeling like this is kind of like a slap in the face when you start to ignore these people. You start to progress in the way that you want to in life. You start to take care of yourself, love yourself, and just make your own choices and decisions. These people kind of see that as like a slap in the face or like you're doing something to hurt them intentionally, um, because they don't have this the cup is half full mindset. Okay, so this could have like hindered you in the past or made you feel like doubt yourself in the past that you're just like too positive or too um maybe you're looking at things the wrong way and people have tried to like convince you that no, that's not for you, love isn't real, your choices that you're making like isn't realistic, it's just gonna fail. So anything to basically get you to like not believe in loving yourself or that you're even gonna receive real love. Like, these people could have wanted you to like settle for things that just really wasn't you, wasn't your cup of tea. Um, but you could have done that for a little while and then realize, like now you're realizing these people are the ones holding you back deliberately to try and stop you from shining, right? Just stop you from being this who you're meant to be and receiving what you're meant to receive in life, right? So we've got ignoring the signs. Yeah, I feel like you're now seeing the signs, okay? Like this isn't you ignoring the signs anymore. You're now seeing the signs, um, patterns and behaviors of these people that basically want to hold you back, right? They're deliberately doing this. They're not just saying this. This isn't just from like them failing at things and just being pessimistic. Like they're really looking at you like you could go somewhere, you could achieve something. You're gonna end up like because they haven't got that far in their life, it's kind of like they're looking at you as if you could go far, right? They don't want you to prove them wrong. So they're kind of trying to make it seem like their life is like the bar to aim for and that you can't pass it, right? So that's basically what they've done with just trying to hold you back. Like they could have told you things and said, like, no, don't do that. Who's gonna do this? Why do you think like that? Um, like, and you can't explain it, right? You just know that's how you feel, right? But these people could have made you try and explain yourself. Why do you want to be with someone like that? Why do you want to be this type of person? Why do you want to go these places? Why do you want to do these things? And it's like, you don't know, right? You're just drawn to it. Now you're realizing this could be your divine purpose. These things are the things that's going to make you happy. And these people have literally tried to sabotage you so that you can't be happy, you can't have these things, and then you start to become as pessimistic as they are, right, about life, because they haven't, it's either because they haven't got there themselves and they don't believe, they kind of just told themselves or told other people it's because of this, it's because of that, right? These people could be the type of people that always pull out statistics on everything, right? Statistically it shows this and that, and statistically it shows these type of people do this and do that and fail, right? And then you're just like, you don't really care about statistics, right? It's like you're thinking about your life, like what is that going to do with statistics, right? um so yeah, we've got a court case. Yeah, this is a hard pill for these people to swallow, that you're not, you see right through them now, right? You're not listening to them anymore, you're doing your own thing. And they're worried about that because they're worried that that's going to make them look bad, because they fear that you could be that, those few people that make it through, right? The way that they see things, oh, only a few people make it through. Statistically, most people don't get this and they don't have that, and they go through pain, they go through struggle, and then it's all for nothing. Like, they could be very like this mindset, and you're just not like that, and you're kind of proving them wrong, and they're kind of like, this is a hard pill for them to swallow, that you've kind of gotten away, you're doing your own thing. um because like they know now, you see them for what, who they are and what they were trying to do to you. So now it's kind of like this embarrassment, right? On top of that, yeah, you're just moving away from these people, just moving on, and thank you, next card. Like, you're just distancing yourself and moving away. You now know what you know about these people. You're finding your peace. That's what you're going towards, is your peace, so that you can be you, you can shine, you can do whatever it is that you want to do without people trying to feed off of you, trying to steal your ideas, people that want to try and copy you. It's basically like, now you see the bigger picture, right? You see who you are and you see who they are, right? And you see why there is two different ways of thinking. Where it doesn't mean that just because the majority think this way, it doesn't mean that they're always right. Just because they want to pull out statistics doesn't mean those statistics are right when it comes to you, right? It doesn't mean that's going to be your life. Um, oh, it doesn't mean that's going to be your life. um, yeah, we got trauma. So, yeah, it's like you're starting to realize everything that you've been through is like things that's helped you to learn things about yourself and about people, about where you want to be, where you want to go. Like, you've kind of taken the good pieces out of the trauma and the things that you've been through, and you're kind of like not letting the trauma stop you and hold you back, right? But these people, they could have gone through trauma themselves, and they're sitting there like, yeah, you know, this is the best it's gonna get. This is what everyone has to go through. They're probably like the type of people that's like, there is no God, there is no this, there is no hope, there is no nothing. Like, you just have to settle for things, and you're just like, no, I don't believe in any of that, right? You could be now starting to be more of a believer in yourself, and you're starting to see that you go through all these trials and tribulations for a reason, for you to learn something from it. Yeah, you're not listening to these people trying to deceive you out of your blessings, okay? Because you're now starting to see what they're trying to do, what they've been doing. They've been trying to breadcrumb you, or get you to breadcrumb yourself. You have drama, yeah. By starting all this drama with you, by trying to like plot and scheme to try and hold you back. So now you see these people who they really are, right? You're starting to see there is no loyalty in these people. They don't have um what's this? What was I saying? They don't have this. I feel like once they've been hurt one too many times, they kind of gave up and felt like, okay, maybe my life is supposed to be this. This is probably the best I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna make this do for now, right? But you're kind of like ignoring all of this, right? You're starting to realize who they are. You're saying forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want, right? You're seeing that these people are just trying to force you to believe in their ways, so then you start to become just like them, right? Yeah. You're starting to see as well that these people are trying anything to try and hold you back and take something from you, whether it was mentally, physically, trying to like send you on a different path that wasn't for you, right? To stop you from getting your blessings. You've got, yeah, these people will try and find anything to say about you to like, to make you doubt yourself, right? To have you in your feelings, right? To have you looking at things a different way. Yeah. You're saying that even though these people have done all these things, they've wasted a lot of their time just trying to distract you, trying to confuse you, right? Like they waste a lot of time being stuck, and you're realizing if you're around the wrong people, or in the wrong places, or doing the wrong things, or have the wrong things around you, you can't thrive in those situations. And these people have not even moved from where they've been this entire time, right? So you're starting. I feel like since you've distanced yourself from these people, you start to like reap the benefits of being away from negative people, right? Like you started to see things like your life changing all of a sudden, little things changing, things starting to go better for you, things going the way that you want it, right? And you're starting to realize putting yourself around these type of people has only held you back, right? Because when you look back to where they are, they haven't really changed. Nothing has changed for them. We have as well bullying. Yeah, nothing has changed for these people. They're sorry, them being in this negative energy hasn't got them anywhere. It hasn't got them anywhere. And you're looking back at them like, yeah, you haven't got anywhere either, right? I haven't gotten anywhere because these people have held me back. That's what you're starting to realize. That was the only reason why you wasn't getting anywhere. It wasn't because you don't try hard. It's not because you don't believe. It's not because of any of these things. It's because you kind of had these people, like it's like a tug of war, right? Like in your head. And it's like whenever you could have tried to do something, they're trying to pull you away from it. They're trying to make doubts in your head, right? They're trying to tell you don't do this and trying to create fear around it, right? So it's like now you're starting to realize you was becoming them the more you was around them. But they could have like glorified their life like it's so great, it's amazing, I've got this, I have that. They could have been the type of people to constantly tell you what they have, show you what they have, rub it in your face. And now you're kind of looking at them like, yeah, you've stayed in the same place for a long time, right? And I feel like since you've distanced yourself, things have started to improve for you in a very short period of time. And you're just like you're accomplishing all your goals, right? You're going through success, things are starting to work out for you. And these you're starting to see is who you're around, right? It's the company that you keep. Yeah, you're starting to see to reject these people. You're getting yourself back to how you was before, but even better, right? Like you're getting back your how you used to think about yourself, like your confidence, your belief in things, right? Like um what you choose to believe in, like what makes you feel good. Like that's what you're doing, right? You're choosing yourself over these people. Yeah. Because you're now seeing who these comics are, right? You're seeing that thinking like them is toxic, right? It's dangerous, it's unhealthy, it's like it doesn't get you anywhere. It's like what you put out is what you attract, right? And you're starting to understand that. Yeah. And you're just moving forward. and you're going towards your blessings, right? You're now attracting all of the abundance that you should have received before, because now you're no longer around these negative people. You're no longer in this negative mindset anymore. You're no longer having this tug of war with your mind anymore, between you and what other people want and think about you, right? Or what other people say is the thing that you should do at this time and at this date, and this is what everyone else is doing, and blah blah. You don't care anymore, right? Because your mindset is now free from this. You now have this clarity. So you're now bringing in all this abundance to you now, right? Yeah, with the same ish different day. Yeah, you're no longer in this tug of war of how people want to play with you or treat you unfairly and blah blah blah. You're not sitting there anymore like woe is me anymore. You're realizing you were partly to blame for being around the wrong people, right? But now that you've moved yourself away, now you know how to protect yourself in the future, right? Now you know how to go forward. Yeah, see, blocking out negativity, escaping crazy people and protecting yourself from haters, okay? Now you know how to protect yourself and dodge these type of like people in the future, okay? Now you've taken back your control, because you now see with this getting evidence and proof and facts. Now you have, because you've been through it with these types of people in your life. Like, you could have really been through it, because you was just like thinking these people were loyal to you, these people cared about you, they're trying to give you advice, they're trying to stop you from making a mistake, right? And then you're realizing they actually are the mistake, kind of thing. Like, you listening to them was the mistake. You thinking that that was love was the mistake. But now you're no longer mistaken, okay? Now you know what you know, because you've been through what you've been through, right? So you've got proof on top of proof that you were completely right in going in the direction that you're heading in, okay? Let's see what else there is for you. I'm gonna use these cards here. So we have, yeah. I feel like you're in your like feminine energy, whether you're masculine or whether you're male or female. You're now like doing things for yourself, right? You're now planting things and watching them grow. You're now taking care of yourself. You're now loving yourself. You're now nurturing yourself. That is the feminine energy, right? Where you're more balanced, right? With that feminine energy, right? You're now creating distance from people and places and things that do not align with you. Yeah, you're doing whatever it is that you want to do, that is to do with this feminine energy, right? Loving yourself, building things for yourself, creating things, giving birth to new things, right? Like that, new beginnings and new chapters in your life, okay? So we've got return. Yeah, you're definitely getting back to yourself, but you're gonna be, not just yourself, but like a better version of yourself, because you're not allowing anyone to interfere with your energy anymore, right? Or your mind. It says yourself, right? You've got travel. So this is how you're moving. This is what you're gonna be doing for yourself. The path that you're going down. This is helping you to um like decipher the real from the fake, right? Realize what you deserve. Deserve? Deserve. Yeah. Realize what you deserve. You got doesn't and stuck. Yeah. To not stay in the same place that makes you stuck. Not be around people that want you stuck, right? We've got right and protect. Okay, so now you know the right way to protect yourself. You know right from wrong, right? I know everyone knows right from wrong, but it's like sometimes you be around the wrong people and you think you're still in the right because you're a good person. And it's like that's still not gonna help you, right? Like being around the wrong people will take all your blessings away from you, right? So you're learning how to protect yourself, the right way to protect yourself. Mhm. Anything else? Yeah, because you've ended a cycle. You've ended a cycle with people, places, and things that do not align with you, with people that keep trying to hold you back, places that just you can't thrive in, you know. you've let go of just like things, even though you might still want things in your life, like you kind of let go of that so much, and you're kind of like starting over again and being like, okay, I'm gonna work my way to get what I want in my life, right? I'm gonna work my way up to getting there. Okay, so got two more cards. We got decisions, hurt, and friends. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've healed a lot from what you've been through, right? Other people's decisions, people that have tried to hurt you, people that tried to make out they were your friends, right? Trying to give you information, trying to help you out, trying to lend you money. But these people were just trying to keep you close enough to them so they could sabotage your life or have you sabotage in your own life. Okay, so you you now ended that cycle, right? And then we have angels. It is what it is. Okay, so I feel like with your angels, I feel like this is you aligning with who you really are, right? Your angels wanted you to see this, like see who you are, like a diamond in the rough, right? For you to finally see who you are. Everyone's telling you you're not a diamond, you're not this, you're not nothing, but you're actually a diamond, right? Around a lot of roughness, a lot of roughage and nonsense people that don't really believe in themselves. They don't believe in anything good. They don't, it was very pessimistic, right? And that all that pressure created a diamond, right? So now you now know who you are, and it's saying it is what it is for these people, right? It is what it is. You've realized what you've realized. You're going towards what you're going towards. These people are stuck where they're at. That's what it. You don't have to sit there and feel bad for these people. Um, it says take back what's yours. So I feel like this is what you're going to be doing, right? This is what your angels want you to do. Take back what is yours. This is what they've been waiting for you to do. So it's like you could have had little bits of things in life where you were like, oh, I almost did that, or I did this and it didn't quite. You didn't quite follow it all the way through, right? You might have had a taste of certain things, a taste of love, a taste of a really good job that you wanted, opportunity, a taste of like a certain way of living, right? A little taste of things that you had in life, but then you didn't have them anymore, you don't have them anymore. And then it's like that was all to like push you, motivate you to realize what is actually holding you back from having those things, right? So you could have blamed other people around you, but now you're realizing, okay, yeah, they are to blame, but you're mostly to blame because you believe them, because you kind of let their pessimism get into your head, right? So you're starting to take accountability now of just being like, you know what, I'm wrong, like you're both wrong kind of thing, right? You're maturing now where you're starting to see, okay, these people are wrong, right? They're really wrong for what they're doing. But at the same time, you're kind of taking accountability, being like, but I wasn't protecting myself enough, right? I wasn't moving away when I needed to move away from certain people quick enough. I wasn't I didn't know how to love myself. And that's okay, right? Forgiving yourself, realizing things and forgiving yourself and forgiving these people at the same time, right? Because they they're a bit lost, right? And you're starting to understand like these people are just a bit lost, trying to guide other people out of things that really that align with you, right? So it's like you're starting to just see like with this, yeah, like you're starting to see now, right? You're taking back what is yours because of this. We've got rejected, so I feel like you have rejected these people now. This has helped you to see things more clearly. Like as you started to block people or even stop speaking to people, you could have started to realize your energy change, right? The shift in you, like your mind being more clearer, and you're like, oh, right, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this, I want to try that. Like all of a sudden, all these ideas pop into your head, but then you don't have anyone around you to try and stop you, right? You don't have anyone that's being pessimistic in your ear. You don't have anyone trying to tell you don't do this, don't do that, trying to fearmonger you, right? Like, so it's like you are starting to learn about rejection is really for your protection, right? It's not a bad thing. It's just you protecting yourself, right? Protecting your peace, protecting your energy, right? We've got illusions. and we have judgment. So yeah, you freed yourself from these illusions that people were trying to put on you, right? So you're realizing like you rejecting these people or them trying to reject you was really your protection. Either way you want to put it is your protection. But now you're realizing you need to do the rejecting, right? You need to pick and choose who is in your life, who's really uplifting you, who's really bringing you peace, who aligns with you and who doesn't, right? Who to reject and who to keep, right? And if that's no one for now, then great, because you can you got more peace to work on yourself, right? um, until you do align with certain people who are part of your soul tribe. Okay, so we've got judgment, right? This was for you to use your judgment. You're now using your judgment, your discernment about people who want to project on you. So we have projected. This could have been family, people that you saw as family. Okay, and then we've got entity. This one always gives me that entity, right? In this situation, it's like an entity that's attached to these people, right? You're seeing that you're able to read people's energy a lot better now. You will lose this everything. Ooh, and come back. Okay, so you're making a comeback from losing everything. These people who had an entity on them, these people that call themselves your family, but was never there for you, never really supported you, always had something to bring up about the past to try and make you feel like you couldn't move forward. Whatever way they were trying to hold you back. These could have been friends that were claiming they were your friends, claiming that they had something to offer you, right? And that's why they're in your life, right? You could have really trusted and tried to put your trust in people. But now you're learning to read energy, right? Energy is everything. You're starting to pick up on things intuitively, right? Then you've got losing everything and comebacks. You are definitely making a comeback from losing everything, from these people making you lose everything, right? This could have been your mindset. This could have been like your mental, like you just feeling lost, you feeling anxiety or depression, right? Whatever it is that you're making a comeback from, you've learned a lot, right? You finally now get the message. Yeah. You're now able to attract in. With this wealth, this also gives me abundance, right? You're now able to attract what it is that you were meant to have in your life, everything that you want in your life, right? We've got praying and loyalty. This could have been you praying to see the people around you, right? Who's really loyal to you and who isn't. And you could have discovered you wasn't even being loyal to yourself being around these people, right? You could have realized that these people were never loyal to you from the beginning. They were always trying to breadcrumb you. They was always trying to see you with less. They always left you with less. They never did anything more to build you up and help you, help your spirits, nothing, right? You could have been the person always pouring into these people, always giving them hope, right? And these people were literally going out of their way to try and hold you back because of how they see things, right? How they wanted you to see things, just because of your good energy. They didn't want to believe in that, right? And then I feel like you finally got to see, right? Your angels granted you that, right? You asked for it, you prayed for it, and that's what you started to see in these people. They had no loyalty, right? You could have asked for them to reveal to you what's going on in your life, like what's happening, why are you going through all of this, reveal it to me, and they did, right? They revealed it to you. Now you're able to heal from the pain that you've gone through. You're able to heal this inner child within yourself, that these people could have held you back so much that you wasn't able to heal the wounds and the things that you've gone through in life, right? These people wanted to kind of keep reopening the wounds and have you there, um not being able to heal anything within yourself. Okay, so we've got talking, yeah, and then we've got respect you and your energy. So I feel like these people are definitely trying to convince you, trying to talk to you, trying to tell you things like that's not true. But now you distance yourself from these people because you're now respecting yourself, you're now respecting your energy. Now you're starting to see all these things that these people were saying you couldn't have and you'd probably never be able to get, or whatever pessimistic thing that wanted to come out their mouth towards you, right? You're now realizing all you need to do is respect yourself and your energy and be around others that also respected you and your energy. And now things are now changing for you in your future, right? We got finesse and blessings, right? Because you see now what they were trying to do just with their words, sometimes with their actions, right? Because you have these people around you, they could have always been trying to sabotage every little thing you were trying to do, right? Um, You could have made plans. You could have had birthdays, Christmases, wherever. These people never showed up. These people never had your back. These people never put effort into you. These people never breathed life into you, but you're always there supporting, showing up, being there for them. These people took all that for granted, right? Now you're going to have your blessings right in front of these people. Your blessings and your mental health is going to clear up. You're no longer going to be sitting there not believing in yourself and believing in others more than you believe in yourself. You're no longer going to be choosing people over you, right? People that don't align with you over yourself anymore. You're choosing you. It says listen to the wrong people, yeah, and cheated, right? You're no longer listening to these people. You realize you listened to the wrong people all along. These people were just trying to cheat you out of your blessings, your abundance, what you had coming to you. So it's like these people could have made you do things for them, but they would never really do things for you. They would never. It was so hard for them to even do the smallest things for you, right? But you're the kind of person you'd give your shirt off your back for someone that you care about and you love, right? You started to see how these people actually envied you. You got guidance to get the hell away from them, okay? To see their true colors, or by seeing their true colors. It says there are no accidents. So you went through what you went through in order for you to learn lessons, okay? For you to see who you really are and what you can really do with yourself, right? For you to see your power, your strength, for you to get in touch with your spirituality more, for you to believe in yourself more, for you to realize that there's nothing wrong with you other than the people that you had around you. Yeah, for you to stop believing it, seeing the lies that these people had you trying to believe in, right? For you to start attracting things that are for you, right? Start attracting your abundance, your wealth, your money, anything like that, right? And your peace. You also have knows, also for you to know what you know now, okay? What you've learned now because of being around these people, right? So some people are supposed to be lessons in your life, and some people are going to be blessings in your life. These people were lessons in your life, okay? You're no longer wasting time on these types of people anymore. Yeah, you now know to just leave, and that these people are the wrong wrong choice, right? Like they're not for you. As soon as you feel like something's wrong, you're just gonna leave, and that's the lessons you've learned. And whenever these people try and do these things to you again, it's not gonna work. Yeah, see a group of people when they try and do this stuff to you again, it's not gonna work. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if they're a CEO or some big company. It doesn't matter if they're very successful. It doesn't matter if they have millions of followers. It doesn't matter who these people are. Nobody is coming in to control you and tell you how you're supposed to live your life, or who you're not, or who you're supposed to be, um, what you're supposed to believe in, because you're choosing you now, right? You're believing in yourself now. You're pouring that love and all that loyalty and everything into yourself, right? You're being loyal to yourself now. Okay, so ooh, I'm going to pull out some guidance cards for you for this week so that you can have something to like work on or think about. I don't know. So it says the timing, it says up in the air. The timing is uncertain, so change your approach. Fleeting wishes and adapting, okay? So this could be you starting to adapt to these changes, right? That's going on in your life. Um, we have taken take an unusual path, innovate, unique, and open mind. Okay, so I feel like this is them wanting you to be like, be bold, think big, take chances, open your mind up to things. Don't be shy about wanting things and wishing for things right now, because you're gonna get it. Okay? You're now attracting everything that you want, everything that you deserve, right? It says ditch old habits, recharge and focus on self-care, fresh start and goal setting. Okay, so this is what they have for you. I'm gonna pull out a couple more cards. It says a long time. Think long term as you are building something to last. Gradual unfolding and future. You have come come out of hibernation and embrace new energy, growth, awakening, and rebirth. So you got the lucky free leaf clover there as well. So yeah, like I was saying, dream big and don't be shy, right? Like don't be afraid to ask for what you really want, right? Because you're gonna get it. Like keep on doing those things for yourself, right? That is you calling in what you deserve. You're gonna get it all, okay? You're gonna receive it. It says explore uncharted territory, travel, freedom, and learning. So yeah. Okay, so I hope that helps the Divine Collective right now, and also the collective in understanding what they could do for themselves as well. Um, but yeah, so thank you for coming and reading, watching this reading. Take care. Have a good week. Bye.